Sometimes I try and come onto this channel and I try and be a entertaining, uplifting type of guy, talk about all different sorts of topics in gaming and other aspects of even my own personal life. But today I just feel defeated. I just can't help but feel like there's a sense of dread coming over me. And it more or less has everything to do with the current situation with the Act Man, Quantum TV, and YouTube. And how YouTube, as a platform, has handled this whole thing. It's depressing, man. I don't have to really talk about it too much and go too much into detail. There's plenty of other videos, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. There's plenty of other videos out there that detail this much better than I can. Because if I even start to begin to talk about what has been happening over the course of the last couple of weeks, I'll just become so angry I won't be able to form a cohesive thought. That's how I am. I'm an Italian from New Jersey. I am naturally angry. That's just how I am. And rather than give you guys another Star Wars Battlefront 2 Heroes vs. Villains is Ruined video where I barely ever formed a cohesive thought, I would rather just kind of talk to you guys about how I'm feeling with the platform. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty upset. I'm pretty angry at what has been transpiring over the course of the last couple of weeks, to what has even escalated over the course of the last couple of days. So much so that someone who I respect, who doesn't know who I am, and I don't really care, someone who I respect within the commentary and gaming community could be wiped off the platform almost as if it's like a vendetta. Because that's what this whole thing feels like. When you actually analyze how YouTube is handling what is going on, it feels more like a vendetta than it does as a form of quote-unquote justice. I'm not going to lie to you all. I truly am upset. For me, this is like a dark day in my YouTube career because I have so many videos that could be fucking flagged, let's be honest. So many videos of mine could be flagged, and I don't really give a shit in the end, but still, I just can't help but feel like this sense of dread that, like, if Actman could be wiped out for trying to better a already morally corrupt platform like YouTube, then what the fuck could possibly happen to people like me? I could be wiped off the face of the earth tomorrow, and none of you would give a shit, and that's fine, but I'll be pretty fucking upset, especially when I feel like I'm being wronged. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet, but in the case of Actman, it's almost like what's happened to him is also wronging me in a sense. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. I truly don't know if it does, so I apologize if it doesn't. I'm trying to, again, form a cohesive thought. But if you don't take shit like this seriously, and if no one talks about it and takes a stand, nothing about it gets done. People are so willing to sit back and let shit happen, as wrong or right. Mostly wrong. People will sit back and let things happen and not really give it two thoughts because, it didn't happen to me. But that's the problem. It could also happen to you without you actually knowing it. There have been so many bad precedents set by YouTube just within the last 5 years that it's scary to think that this platform is still so popular, because it really is the only viable video sharing platform. Again, I can talk about platforms like Storyfire and how they're miserable failures and how they had potential to be good but failed miserably. But then I would just be beating a dead horse for a dead website. So I'm not going to go too much into that, but I just genuinely wish there was other platforms out there that weren't just so, I'm not even sure if corrupt would be even the right word, just not dumb? Like, how many dumb decisions can popular platforms make? Look at the shit that's gone on with Twitch over the last couple of years. Fucking God knows they've been in trouble more often than not and castrated on this website by commentators such as myself. And then YouTube, which I've more than one occasion have castrated, or at least tried to, and other people in my realm of expertise have tried to do. It's reaching a point now where, like, even if you say the slightest bit negative about the platform, and I'm taking a risk in doing so, it's like you'll get wiped off the face of the earth. That's not a good thing. Criticism is a positive thing. Like, for instance, let me give you an example. Like, on my podcast, which you can see down in the link in the description, actually both my podcasts at this point, one of the things I promote is criticism, positive and negative. Because if there's something shit that could get better and nobody points it out, nothing gets better. The problem is, in the case of YouTube, where it's not a podcast, every time someone points out something negative, they kind of work their way around to fixing it, maybe, and then they just take a massive shit on that previous precedent. Like, how do you run a company this way? How can you run a company this way? Is anybody going to step up and do something about it within the company? Is anybody going to step up within the actual YouTube creators themselves and say anything? I know people have. I guarantee you they'll be censored. How could anything get done when it's just the same vicious cycle every single time? It's depressing, for lack of better terms. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and vent a little bit. I hope this video doesn't get taken down, and if it does, I don't even know what the fuck I'll do, but I'll definitely be trying to fight it in any way, shape, or form, because criticism should be allowed on a platform, especially against the platform itself when it doesn't do a good job. So, if people on YouTube are smart, I hope they fucking keep this up. But it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Follow me on all the social media stuff you see down in the description below, including my podcast links. And justice for Act Man. That's all I have to say. Have a great fucking day.